Hello my awesome viewers and welcome again to A-Lex Wrestling. Of course, I am A-Lex and we are about to get started with an awesome match between Andrade and Cedric Alexander. And the winner of this one-on-one contest will be heading to the ALW Genesis pay-per-view this Sunday for a shot at becoming the first ever A-Lex Wrestling YouTube champion. And they will be doing battle against the winner of our main event tonight, Jon Moxley versus Roderick Strong. Also tonight, Hikaru Shida will take on Britt Baker and Asuka will take on Naomi. The winners of those two matches will go to ALW Genesis to face each other for the Women's World Championship and see who will be the first champion. And then also, right in the middle of the show, our third match tonight is going to be a big one. 6-man tag team match, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, the Elite, versus Kurt Angle and American Alpha. A preview of 2 matches that will be taking place at ALW Genesis. Of course, Omega and Angle will be fighting in the main event for the World Championship, and the Young Bucks and American Alpha will be facing each other for the tag team titles. And it's all going to go down tonight. We're going to have a big go-home show, and I can assure you, you are going to enjoy it. As we focus on the action at hand, both men off the ropes, Andrade connects with a running Frankensteiner there. And now, Fireman Scary into the slam, now into the surfboard. Good lucha things from Andrade to start off our show tonight. These two men both want a shot at the YouTube Championship. They both failed in their attempts to make it to the World Title match, and tonight they want a chance at the YouTube Championship to become the first ever champion. And look at Andrade! Amazing agility from the former La Sombra. And Andrade now, though, gets taken down by Cedric Alexander. Alexander looks for a punch, it missed, but he connects with the arm drag, bringing Andrade down to the mat now, looking to try and choke him out. Stephanie Caff back in action this week as our referee after having some stitches 2 weeks ago in our first episode. So she is back, she is healthy, and she is ready to go here tonight, as am I. And as are these awesome fighters in the ring right now, Andrade, Cedric Alexander. Off the ropes with Cedric, big shoulder block, takes down Andrade. Look at the pin there, jackknife cover, but it was not going to get the job done. Andrade goes for a European uppercut off the ropes, but Cedric moved out of the way. Cedric sends Andrade into the corner, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 punches right to the head of Andrade. Cedric was continuing to fire away there, but Andrade caught him with a fireman's carry slam, and now a Hurricane Rana into a cover. Shoulders are down, and only a 1 count. Cedric now working on the head, and now the back. The Boston Crab applied by the North Carolina native, but Andrade was able to escape, and he did not escape that DDT there, even though he tried. DDT to Andrade, but now he connects with the Northern Lights suplex he was looking for in the first place, but it only it didn't get any count at all because Cedric's feet were under the ropes. He's going to come out at top. It's Cedric here with a big punch to the head, taking Andrade down. Now attacking the leg. They lock up. Fireman's carry slam by Cedric sets up for the 5-star Frog Splash, but again in the ropes. Now Cedric sent into the corner by Andrade. Andrade running in, big knee to the face. Going for another move there, but Cedric counters. Now Andrade counters, and Cedric counters again. Back and forth. What a contest! There it is! DDT! This one could be over. No, Cedric's up first. That was quite shocking to see Cedric get up first after Andrade's finishing move, the DDT. Now, DDT by Cedric. Both men are down. We have a 20-minute time limit in this contest. And so far, we haven't had to worry about that as we're only 7 minutes in. But these two bringing the pain early. This one might not go that long. Another kick there, this time to the back of Andrade. Cedric has the leg hooked. 1, 2, no. only a count of 2 before Andrade kicked out. Cedric up top, another frog splash, but Andrade got his feet on the bottom rope. Oh, and speaking of his feet, driving his boot into the back of the head with that enziguri and DDT. Here's the cover. 1, 2. No, Cedric kicked out. They lock up. Andrade looking for maybe a tagger bomb, but instead it's countered by Cedric with the back drop, and now goes behind. Half and half suplex, dropping him down on his neck. He folded him in 2. Kick to the midsection by Cedric. Andrade collapses. Cedric looking good here. He could be heading to ALW Genesis. There's the frog splash to the back. No ropes in sight this time. 1, 2. Ah, 2.9. 2.9. Almost got the job done, but Andrade got the shoulder up at the very last millisecond. Now spins him around, but it gets caught with the roll up there. Luckily for Andrade, he was on the ropes again. Cedric got him up. Andrade though lands behind. Roll up again by Andrade, or by Cedric I should say. Andrade's shoulders are down, and it's only a 2. High octane, fast paced action to start off our show. As we see the wheelbarrow bulldog by Andrade. Goes behind. Spins him around. Tells him to bring it on. Might have been a mistake there. Taunting his opponent. As Cedric was able to get the upper hand. Speaking of upper, they're going to the upper deck. On the top rope. Superplex. Off the top. Both men down. Cedric back up. Andrade back up. Goes behind. But Andrade connects with some rapid fire shots to the face. Off the top with the senton to the back. Both of these men are spent here. Big headbutt to the head of Cedric Alexander. This is what A-Lex Wrestling is all about. It's all about fighting spirit. It's all about classic matches, and we're having one of them right now. Big elbow off the top rope by Cedric. He looks to continue to capitalize on his momentum here. Goes behind. Lumbar check. He had it. Driving the knees into the back. 1, 2. It is not over. Andrade with the headbutt. Andrade tells him he's gonna spin him around with the Frankensteiner. Now what's he looking for here? Roll up here by Cedric again, but another rope break. The ropes have been Andrade's friend in this contest. Without him, I think it might have been over a couple times. Off the top rope, but again, Andrade is in the bottom rope. Off the ropes. Cross arm breaker. And he tapped out. Cedric Alexander taps. And Andrade could be your new YouTube champion at the Genesis pay-per-view. But now it's time for our first bit of women's division action. As coming up next, Hikaru Shida and Britt Baker will be going 1-on-1. Let's watch the entrances, and I'll be back when the match begins. Hikaru Shida was in our first ever match on A-Lex Wrestling, and here tonight she looks to get one step further to becoming the first ever women's champion. Unless, that is, if Britt Baker, the dentist, can get the win and stop Hikaru's momentum. But in fact, Britt has a lot of momentum herself after defeating Ruby Riott last week in very convincing fashion. A quick win for Britt Baker last week, and tonight she looks to head to Genesis for a shot at the Women's Championship. Elbow to the back of Shida. Shida goes for the chop. It missed. Kick by Britt. Missed, but she connects with that back elbow as Hikaru came off the ropes. Lateral press, but a kick out. Not even a 1 count for Britt Baker there. And Hikaru Shida back in control. Sends her into the corner. Face first into the turnbuckle. They lock up. Side headlock by Britt Baker, but Hikaru shoves her off. Sends her off the ropes now. Duck under, but Britt held on. Stopping her momentum there. Now they lock up. Off the ropes again. They collide. Neither woman going down. Off the ropes again goes Britt, and she gets caught with the knee to the midsection. Jackknife cover. But it's a quick kick out by Britt Baker. And now here we go. Trying to test one another. Forearms to the face, and both women down, but Britt back up first. Going for another cover. And another kick out, this time at 1 by Hikaru Shida. Shida takes her down with a headlock takeover. Connects with the elbow to the chest and the punch right to the midsection, right to the red basket, as Gorilla Monsoon would say. Shouts out to my boy Gorilla. May he rest in peace as Britt Baker delivers the suplex on Hikaru Shida. Only a 1 count on the outside before Britt Baker gets back into the ring. I am so excited about our 6-man tag team match. It'll be coming up right after this match. It's going to be a classic. They're going to have 45-minute time limit to go at it and see who gets the advantage going into ALW Genesis. And now look at that! Big Tiger suplex, or double underhook suplex. Tiger suplex is a different move. And now Hikaru goes back into full throttle mode here. Up and down, though, Britt Baker takes her to the mat, slamming her hard with that snap suplex, textbook snap suplex. Duck under by Hikaru, but again, Britt Baker holding on to the ropes and catches her with a huge powerbomb. But luckily for Hikaru, her arm was lying beside the rope there, right under it, I should say, and that allowed for her to have the break there, and oh my god, she just landed on her head off that powerbomb off the top, and oh my god, how did Hikaru Shida kick out? Britt Baker trying to break the neck of Hikaru Shida with that powerbomb, but somehow, someway, Hikaru got out of it. Now both women down. Both women giving it their all here tonight. They want to be a part of the first A-Lex Wrestling pay-per-view. They want a chance at becoming the first women's champion. And of course, tonight, like I mentioned earlier, Asuka will be in action against Naomi as Hikaru hits the Pele kick. That match is sure to be a great one tonight in our semi-main event. Shida lifted up and dropped down with the suplex slam, kind of a Falcon Arrow, but without the sit-out part of the move. Hikaru drops under again, but Britt Baker hangs on to the ropes. Reverse on the Irish whip there. Hikaru off the ropes and runs directly into the elbow of Britt Baker. Now she goes behind. Britt with the elbow to the face. Pele kick again. What a sequence. Both of them were down there for a moment there. And now Hikaru's got her up. Falcon Arrow. She did the deal. But Britt Baker's foot was on the bottom rope. Now Hikaru tying up Britt Baker in the corner and driving the boot into the midsection. Super kick by Britt. The cover. 1, 2, no. Another kick out by Hikaru. Both women off the ropes and a big boot to the face. Oh, super kick again. This one's getting good, folks. Hikaru, though. Submission hold locked in. Is this going to be the end for Britt Baker? Is she going to be forced to tap? No, she gets out of it. She escaped the hold. And now got her up. And down on her face. But Hikaru's back up. Not another one. This time connects with a butterfly suplex. Off the ropes goes Baker. Cross body with the cover. 1, 2, no. Kick out at 2.9. Up and down. This one may be over. 1, 2, no. Again, Britt Baker kicks out. Or I should say Hikaru Shida kicks out. Good God Almighty. What a amazing match we are witnessing here as the elbow gets driven into the face of Hikaru Shida. Shida now has Britt Baker up. No, Britt Baker counters with a vertical suplex. Oh, she gets caught though. Up and down. Face first on the mat. That looked very painful for Britt Baker there. And now the drop kick to the back of the head. They lock up. Britt has her up on her shoulders. Ushigoroshi. Britt looking to capitalize. She has the momentum here, but that momentum just got stopped with the STO. Off the ropes. Double knees. But Hikaru Shida too worn out. Too tired to go for the cover. Britt back in control again. But Hikaru got her up. Tossing her off of that vertical suplex. Tremendous strength by Shida. She sends Britt to the outside. Tells her where she wants her to kiss. Britt back into the ring. Obviously angered by that gesture by Hikaru. Big boot though. Stops her thoughts and drives her to the mat. Goes behind. Off the ropes they go again, and another big boot. Hikaru Shida using the feet very well tonight. But speaking of that, boot to the head by Britt Baker. Now Baker gets taken down to the mat with the neckbreaker by Shida. Shida waiting for Britt to get back to her feet. Off the ropes. Another big boot. How many has that been? 4 or 5 of them? Off the ropes. And the knees again. And Britt Baker is out cold. This contest is over. Hikaru Shida has a match in the bag for the Women's World Championship this Sunday. But now it's time for the big match coming up next. Right now, it's time for a 6-man tag team match as the Elite, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega take on Kurt Angle and American Alpha. And of course, at Genesis, the Young Bucks and American Alpha will go at it for the World Tag Team Championships, and Kenny Omega and Kurt Angle will go at it for the A-Lex Wrestling World Championship. We'll see who can get the upper hand, who can get the momentum going into our very first pay-per-view in A-Lex Wrestling history, as Angle and American Alpha hit the stage and make their way towards the ring. There's going to be a 45-minute time limit on this contest. We want to give them all the time in the world to have an awesome tag team match. And with so much talent in one match, it would be hard to contain them in the usual 30-minute time limit that tag team matches usually have. We started out with Chad Gable and Kenny Omega, as Gable looks to out-wrestle Omega. Speaking of that, Omega made a statement that you can see on the @A_Lex Wrestling Twitter account. And Omega, in that statement, wait, cover there off the German suplex, but Omega got his shoulder up before the count. And now he tags in to Matt Jackson. And that statement that Omega made earlier on in the week, Omega had this to say. He said, Kurt Angle calls himself the Wrestling Machine, but I've been given the name Best Bout Machine. At Genesis, I will outperform Kurt Angle, and I will become the first ever ALW World Champion. Strong words from Kenny Omega. Will Kurt prove him wrong? We shall see this Sunday. Off the ropes goes Nick Jackson. Ducks under Chad Gable, but Gable called him and took him down. Gable, a former Olympian. Of course, Angle, the first ever gold medalist in professional wrestling. And now Nick Jackson and Jason Jordan are two legal men. Jackson delivers the punch to the midsection. They lock up. Jackson takes him down with the drop toe hold. And Jordan fires back with a hip toss. Big forearm to Jordan, and that made him tag out to Kurt Angle. Angle got him up and double team. Clothesline into a backdrop driver. And they really drove the head of Nick Jackson into the mat with that one. Now Jackson tags out to Omega. And Omega and Kurt, your two legal men. Preview of what's going to come this Sunday. Can Angle get the cover over Omega ahead of that match? No, he cannot. Kenny Omega kicked out. They lock up. Rake to the eyes by Omega. Omega, man, that is not afraid to get dirty when he needs to. Especially when it's a high quality, high talented opponent. One of the best ever. Kurt Angle. And now Kenny Omega with the chop takes down Angle. He fell down as well after those shots by Angle, but Omega was back up first. Now Angle, showing no fear, basically telling Omega that if you want to tag out, you can. Omega opts not to. Both men sent off the ropes. They collide, but neither man going down. The snap suplex, though, does the job for Kurt Angle. Shot right to the face of Omega, but it didn't even phase the best bout machine. The cleaner off the ropes and a big elbow drop to the back of the head. Tag out to Matt Jackson, tag in to Jason Jordan. Double vertical suplex takes down Jackson. And Matt Toll not doing too hot, I was about to say, but instead he's going to prove me wrong with the scoop slam followed by the drop kick to the back of the head. Ducks under Jason Jordan, connects with the snapmare. Now has something else in mind, drags him away from the ropes. Moonsault into the cover, but didn't even get a 1 count. Stephanie Caffels right there. And Jordan got his shoulders up before the count of 2. Drop kick right to the back of the head by Matt Jackson, the second one of the night. And here comes Chad Gable. Now Jordan got him up. Oh! Double team bulldog off the shoulders of Jordan. But somehow Matt Jackson got right back up. Tags out to Nick Jackson. Both men, though, getting taken down by the former Olympian. Now Gable has him up. Airplane spin, trying to make him a little dizzy. Hope Nick hasn't just eaten before this, or hasn't just ate before this match, because it might be flying up, coming back up in a moment. But speaking of going up, he walked up the ropes into the sliced bread, followed by the moonsault in the cover. But Jason Jordan was able to get in the ring and break up the cover, saving his partner. Gable and Jackson. Nick with the elbow to the back of the head, tags in Kenny Omega. Oh! Victory roll there by Gable. He didn't know that Nick had made the tag. Now Jordan coming in to help his partner. And now Angle in. Angle and Gable looking for a double team on Omega, but Omega fought off both men. Angle and Omega going at it again as Omega goes off the ropes and gets caught with a huge tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. 10 minutes are gone already. This match flying by as Angle lifted up and dropped down with the vertical suplex. Omega got him right where he wants him. But instead, Angle counters, goes for a crossbody, and Omega ducked under. DDT by Omega. Omega tags out to Nick Jackson. Sends Angle off the ropes. They both go behind, but Angle fights off both men with the elbows. Angle exploder suplex. A beautiful exploder suplex by the Olympic gold medalist. And now, speaking of suplexes, 3 German suplexes in a row with a bridge, but thankfully for Nick Jackson, his brother, able to get in the ring there and break up the cover. Nick now with the advantage. Drop kick to the face of Angle. Tags back out to Omega. Angle tags to Jason Jordan. Wow, double team there to both members of Angle and American Alpha's team there. Jordan and Angle both got taken out by Omega and Jackson, but now Omega with the neck breaker and the kick right to the back. That's just disrespectful. Only covering him with the hands, and Jordan kicks out and tosses him like a baby. What a beautiful over the head belly-to-belly suplex page right out of Angle's playbook, but Omega with a Eddie Guerrero-like backdrop suplex, followed by the kick to the back. Oh! Jordan taking the Dr. Bomb from Omega there, only a 2 count. Omega off the ropes, drops him face first. Jordan and Omega tag out. Angle and Matt Jackson are your legal men now. There's a nice suplex to Matt Jackson, and Kurt Angle is shooting on this man right in the center of the ring. And now all hell's breaking loose as both members of the Young Bucks in the ring, Jason Jordan in the ring, and Omega trying to wear down Kurt Angle. Omega not the legal man. He needs to get out of the ring. He does. And now the 2 legal men, Angle and Matt Jackson. Matt calls a shot. Super kick. Tags out to Omega. Angle fights off Jackson, and now a backbreaker to Omega. Here's the cover. Shoulders are down, and a 2 count before the kick out. Again, all breaking down here as this match gets even more chaotic by the minute. By the second, even. Angle from behind. Standing switch by Omega. Inverted Rana! That man had a broken frickin' neck. It might be broken again. Oh, but the victory roll by Angle. 1, 2, no. Kick out by Omega. Oh, and Matt Jackson just got crunched. Roll up by Omega, I believe. Angle's shoulders are down, but Chad Gable broke it up. Now Gable and Jordan again, driving the head of Nick Jackson into the mat. Omega tells Angle he can't escape, and he did not escape. Now Omega tags out to Nick Jackson. Jackson delivered, or given a suplex there, or a scoop slam to Angle. Now Angle gets taken down with the rolling heel slam. Off the ropes goes Jackson. Huge lariat to Kurt Angle. Off the ropes again. Is he looking for another one? No. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors. And Angle is down. Nick trying to continue the offense, and he does with a big super kick. Oh, but Angle with the ankle lock. The ankle lock locked in. But again, it's broken up. And Matt Jackson delivered onto the mat like a package getting thrown at a door. I don't know what I'm saying, and it's a 2.9. Word analogy beside me. Super kick by Nick Jackson. Oh, but Angle catches the leg and continues to deliver pain to one of the Jackson brothers. Now, Omega tagged in, and so is Gable. They are the 2 legal men now. Omega with the V-trigger. Goes for the cover. Shoulders are down, and Jordan barely saved his partner. Omega sends him with the ropes and spikes him with the Hurricanrana. Up and down on the knee. Howie Shoto. And now Omega's fired up. He's going to be looking for the V-trigger. No, it missed. It missed. And Jordan tagged in. No, Omega gets dumped on his head. Jordan now got him. No, Omega's got him up. Tells him he cannot escape. Now off the ropes with the moonsault. 1, 2. No, Angle broke it up. All men in the ring now. Jackson, or I should say Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson getting out of the ring. So does Angle and Gable. And a big Pele kick takes down Jason Jordan. Omega's had enough for now. He tags out to Matt Jackson. Gonna hit the Aoi Shoto on Jason Jordan. Matt Jackson And Jordan the legal man, but now Angle gets tagged in. Jackson went for a dropkick to Jordan. He ducked out of the way. Takes down both Angle and Jordan, though. Goes for a heel kick, it missed. Angle with the snap suplex. Snap suplex, one of the most basic moves in wrestling, but it's effective. 1-2, and a kick out. Here we go, Golden Trigger. And what the hell did Matt Jackson just do to Kurt Angle? I think it was a tilt-a-whirl head scissors, but it looked like Angle might have landed on his head. Anyhow, the wrestling machine is back up and driving the fist into the face of Matt Jackson. Jackson, no counter, sends him into the corner. Jackson got him tied up in the corner and attacking the leg of Angle. Of course, after all these years in professional wrestling, you know Angle's got to have some bad knees. Gable and I believe Omega, the legal men now, as Gable delivers an enziguri to the head of Omega. Gable goes behind, now in front. Omega sends him off the ropes. He goes off the ropes as well and connects with the very first. Or actually, I think that's the second V-trigger of the night. And that's the second Poison Rana this time to Chad Gable. But Gable able to counter Omega's next attempt at a move. Can he counter this? So he does. Another drop toe hold. What a six-man tag team match we are witnessing. One hell of a battle here on A-Lex Wrestling. If this doesn't get you excited for ALW Genesis, I don't know what will. Gable gets caught. Jay Driller by Omega. Gable's back up. Exploder suplex. Good Lord Almighty. Now Gable sends Omega off the ropes and connects with an arm drag. Off the ropes they both go. V-trigger move. Move by Gable, and he saved himself from eating the knee of Kenny Omega. Now Jordan and Nick Jackson, the two legal men. Northern Lights suplex-esque move there by Jordan. He goes behind, but he gets caught with the running bulldog by Nick Jackson. Nick now dragging him away from the ropes. Lifts him back to his feet. Jordan Doe, he counters with a snap suplex. Both men down. 26 minutes, almost 27 minutes into this match. They've been going for nearly a half hour now. Over half of our episode thus far has been this single match. Huge German suplex by Jordan. He tags out Angle. Omega now tagged in by Jackson. Total elimination to Jordan and Angle. And Omega going at it again. The rolling senton. Go behind by Angle. German suplex. And another one. Here we go. One more with the bridge, but Omega's feet were all on the bottom rope. Omega Awe Shoto working on the permanently injured neck of Kurt Angle. Omega off the ropes. Feed trigger to the back of the head. Angle is not looking good. Is Omega gonna get the momentum going into the pay-per-view? Angle fights it off. Tags out to Jason Jordan. Angle up. And drops Omega down. Wouldn't be surprised if each member of this contest ends up with neck injuries after this one. Omega was going to go for the V-trigger. Decided not to do so. Now Jordan catches him. Belly to belly. Sends him all the way over the top rope to the floor. Good God, that was brutal. Now Jackson got him up and drops him with the vertical suplex. Jackson looking for another move. Another vertical suplex. Jackson trying to show off that wrestling ability he possesses, but Jordan out-wrestles him there with the belly-to-belly suplex. Tags in his partner. But Gable and Jordan get taken out by Matt Jackson. What is Jackson looking to do here? He looks a little overwhelmed with both opponents in the ring. Jordan finally getting out of the ring as Matt hits the single leg dropkick and an enziguri to the head of Chad Gable. Gable writhing in pain on the mat after that. Might have a concussion after that. Now Both men might have a concussion after they ran headfirst into one another. My God. Catches a leg and takes him down. But Matt Jackson, he countered with a drop toe hold. Gable looked for the German suplex. Matt Jackson tried to counter, but instead he got driven onto the mat. Now Gable threw him to the outside, maybe looking for a breather, but Omega and Nick Jackson not trying to let him have it. Airplane spin on Nick Jackson, but Omega saves his partner from dizziness. Gable, though, counters and takes down Omega. Now Gable and Angle driving the head into the mat. Matt Jackson and Chad Gable. Now Jackson tags to Omega. Gable tags to Angle. Angle up. Got him up and down. Goes Omega on the neck again. Angle's fired up. Stop to the back. Omega with the elbow to the face. Omega sends him into the corner. But an exploder suplex into the turnbuckles by Angle. But Omega's back up. Omega sends him into the ring. Running V-trigger, no, it missed. Angle moved out of the way. Countered though by Omega. Now Omega got him up. One-winged angel. But Jason Jordan's there to break it up. We're nearing 35 minutes in this awesome contest. Angle sends him into the corner. Omega sends him to the outside. Omega may have been looking for the Tope Con Hello, but American Alpha trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Saving their partner here tonight. But look at this! Olympic Slam! The cover. 1, 2, 3. Kurt Angle has pinned Kenny Omega ahead of their World Championship match at Genesis. What a freaking tag team match. I need to take a breather. Watch the entrances here as we get into our semi-main event of the night. The bell sounds and we are underway with our next contest of the evening. It's going to be Naomi and Asuka going 1-on-1, and the winner will face Hikaru Shida at ALW Genesis for the Women's World Championship. And Asuka starting this one out hot with a kick to the head, and now she gets into the corner by Naomi. Asuka looks for a kick. Naomi got out of the way. Asuka connects with the forearm, but a kick to the midsection by Naomi. And now Asuka in a little bit of trouble here. And now attacking the knee of Asuka. She takes out the legs. That can stop Asuka's lethal kicks. It's been a tremendous night of action. And I can assure you that this Sunday at ALW Genesis, it's also going to be a fantastic show from top to bottom. And I'd like to announce that not tomorrow, but the next day, on Saturday, July 4th, 4th of July, it will be the pre-show for ALW Genesis, where we're going to have a fatal 4-way match that's going to determine who will be the first #1 contender for the A-Lex Wrestling YouTube Championship. So that is something you need to stay tuned for. The participants will be announced soon on the A-Lex Wrestling Twitter. That's at @A_Lex Wrestling on Twitter. Big forearms back and forth they go, and Asuka and Naomi both collapse to the mat. Asuka with the big forearm. Naomi sends her off the ropes, and a big drop kick takes down the Empress. Will Asuka feel the glow, or will Naomi bow down to the Empress of Tomorrow? And who will be heading on to face Hikaru Shida? Here's the cover by Naomi. Only a 1 count before Asuka got the shoulders up. Asuka now sends Naomi into the corner. Running hip attack, misses. And now Asuka's knee repeatedly driven into the mat by Naomi. Naomi definitely has a strategy here tonight as she continues to go after the legs of Asuka. Last week, Naomi defeated Asuka's tag team partner, Kairi Sane, making this one personal here tonight with Asuka. Asuka, on the other hand, 2 weeks ago on our debut episode, she defeated Shotzi Blackheart in a fantastic match. And here tonight, Asuka and Naomi fighting to see who is going to Genesis in a big vertical suplex by Asuka. Takes Naomi down. Now sends Naomi off the ropes, but Naomi hangs on. Asuka got her up, and another vertical suplex. Asuka putting on a clinic thus far, but as I say that, Naomi able to fight back with the kick to the midsection. Oh, they collide. Neither woman, I should say, going down. And now Asuka with a suplex, sending Naomi all the way to the outside to the floor. Now doing a little bit of chase here is Asuka after Naomi. Catches her with a forearm. More forearms by Asuka. Asuka goes behind, but she eats an elbow right to the face. Standing switch and a big spinning heel kick to the back of the head by Asuka. They both go off the ropes. And a huge lariat by Naomi. Naomi's getting fired up here. Getting some offense in on the Empress, dropping her down on her neck. Big kicks to the head, now the knee to the back of the head. Forearm right to the face, and Asuka collapses. Boston Crab now. Is Asuka going to tap out? Can she get to the ropes? She gets out of the hold, using her leg strength to get out of it. Surprised she even had that leg strength after Naomi has worked on the legs a couple times here in this match. Bulldog to Asuka, going face first into the mat. Naomi kick to the midsection. Asuka does not go down. Elbow to the back. And now the disrespect from Asuka, kicking Naomi in the head. Kick to the back. Asuka looking for some revenge for her partner here tonight. She just might have got it right there with that German suplex, throwing Naomi over the ropes all the way down to the floor. I don't know how the hell Naomi is back in the ring and how she is even still competing in this contest. Oh, but here it is, the Feel the Glow. Is that going to be it for Asuka? Is she going to have to tap out? No, she gets out of it. In fact, actually, that's not the Feel the Glow. I had that mistaken. A Michael Cole moment there. Shots fired. So, sorry about that. Big forearms, back and forth they go. Oh, what an enziguri to the head of Asuka. But Asuka back up and a big kick right to the head of Naomi. What a match. Asuka got her up and down over another vertical suplex. The Empress has something in mind. Again, trying to wear down Naomi with these kicks. Goes for a kick to the head, but it missed. Naomi's got her up. Vertical suplex by Naomi now. Naomi's getting fired up, but Asuka with a big kick to the head takes Naomi down and gives Asuka the chance to go off the ropes, and a big drop kick to the face. Now both women off the ropes and the hip attack, or you could call it the rear view. 1, 2, no! Asuka kicked out at 2.9. Off the ropes they go. Hip attack by Asuka now. It's the battle of the booties here tonight on A-Lex Wrestling, as Asuka collapses after that forearm. Naomi from behind. Standing switch by Asuka. Asuka lock! The Asuka lock is locked in. Is this going to be it for Naomi? Is she going to be forced to tap out? No. She gets out of the hold and drops the knee into the face of Asuka. But Asuka continuing to fight on, bringing a huge combination of strikes, ending with a kick to the back of the head. Asuka with the mist. The mist in the eyes of Naomi. She can't see. The Asuka lock again. Is she gonna tap out? She can't even see, for God's sake. The mist in the eyes of Naomi, and somehow she was able to claw her way out of it. Off the ropes it goes. Hip attack again. Asuka gets taken down though by Naomi. Naomi with a kick to the back. Asuka collapses to the mat. They lock up. Oh, Asuka with the big kicks to the midsection. And again. 3 in a row. Off the ropes. And another drop kick right to the face. They lock up. Oh, but the quad kicks by Naomi. Asuka catches her with a single underhook suplex. Goes behind looking for the Asuka lock. Maybe no. Naomi counters. Big lariat. She hit her so hard she did a flip. They lock up. Naomi with a snap suplex. Trying to continue to wear down Asuka as we're 5 minutes away from the time limit in this one. Off the ropes they both go. They collide. Both women down on the mat. What a match. Asuka back up to her feet. They lock up. Go behind by Asuka and another kick to the back of the head. Naomi might have a concussion after this match after being kicked in the head repeatedly by the lethal feet of Asuka. Now Asuka catching a breather on the outside, but Naomi getting a breather on the inside as well. Both women collecting themselves. And now look at the roll up. 1, 2, out of nowhere. And Asuka, out of nowhere, gets the win with the roll up. And that means that at ALW Genesis, in a match for the Women's Championship, Asuka will take on Hikaru Shida. What a match that will be. What a match this was. But now it's time for our main event. Do not go away. Stephanie Cath in the ring now as we get our main event started. Moxley versus Strong. Winner faces Andrade this Sunday in what will be the last match decided for ALW Genesis. Roderick Strong with a big forearm to the face of Moxley. Tonight, Moxley and Roderick Strong going to do battle in this contest. 20-minute time limit. Roderick Strong, known as the Messiah of the backbreaker, and you can see right there why, as he connects with the first backbreaker of the match, and I'm sure there's going to be many more as he hits the inverted suplex on Moxley. Now Roderick with another forearm to the face of John Moxley. He drags him away from the ropes and lifts him back up. Kick to the leg connects. Moxley unfazed. Drives the fists into the back with the club to the back there. Oh, and an uppercut right to the throat of John Moxley. Again, Moxley seems to be unfazed. Moxley off the ropes. Roderick with a big drop kick right to the chest of Moxley. Now Moxley, though, fights back, hits the scoop slam, locks up, and a big neck breaker. John Moxley may be crazy, but he's very technically sound in that ring. And Roderick Strong, one of the most technically sound in the squared circle as well, as he delivers yet another backbreaker to John Moxley. Big kick to the back of the head. Goes for another kick. Does not count. Or does not connect, I should say. Got him up again in the torture rack and down on the knee once again. Moxley definitely going to need to see a chiropractor after this one, as all of Roderick Strong opponents tend to need to go see a chiropractor after having a match with him. Moxley, though, trying to give Roderick a taste of his own medicine as he stomped on the back there, and now back and forth they go. Who will get out on top? It seems like Moxley has the advantage here. Off the ropes he goes. Big lariat. Did you see that? One. And a kick out by Roderick Strong. Moxley on that lariat just absolutely revved it up like a motorcycle and just bam, right to the chest. Almost took his head off. Another backbreaker by Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong? Yeah, he sings a lot, guys. Roderick Strong is what I meant to say, of course. Big leg drop to the head. Hey, it's like 2 a.m. when I'm recording this, because I forgot to finish the recording earlier. That's okay. We get real in these main events. I talk about behind-the-scenes stuff. Oh, Moxley lands on his feet. Chop to the back of the... I think that was to the neck. The back of the neck. Shows how unorthodox John Moxley is as Roderick Strong drives in the shoulders into the midsection. And now the ankle lock here, taking a page out of Kurt Angle's playbook, man, who we saw earlier tonight. Pin the man he'll be facing at Genesis. I should say Kenny Omega. That match will be absolutely stellar. I'm sure it'll be a classic. As two of the greatest athletes in all of professional wrestling go at it, Kenny Omega and Kurt Angle. But as we focus our attention back on the match at hand, Roderick Strong gets a headbutt by Moxley. Moxley with the lateral press, and a 1 count is all he gets there. Oh, another uppercut to the throat by Roderick Strong, and now fist to the top of the head of Moxley. Big forearm again by Roderick Strong. Moxley not doing too hot here, but as I say that, he hits the knee to the midsection, but Roderick catches him with the cross-legged fisherman driver. Into the corner, I should say. Moxley got out of the corner, but gets caught into another torture rack. How much more of this can Moxley withstand? Another cross-legged fisherman buster by the Messiah of the backbreaker. Turns him around. Moxley connects with a kick though. Forearms to the face of Roderick Strong, and even more. He goes behind. Elbow to the face by Roderick Strong. They lock up. Big stomach shot by Roderick Strong. Just punched him right in the ribs. Now has him up in the torture rack for probably, I think this is like the 5th or 4th time. Moxley's back has to be killing him. And that is exactly what Roderick Strong's plan is. To take out the back, you take out the back of a man that's the base of a person's body. You take that out, they're not going to be able to do much at all. Another shot to the midsection before a kick right along the spine. Roderick Strong knows exactly what he's doing. Pinpoint accuracy on that kick, but now Moxley getting fed up and biting the skull. And Roderick Strong just got his head bit open by Moxley, but the gut check. Big time gut check by Roderick Strong. We got some color in our main event tonight. Roderick busted wide open after Moxley literally chewed the skin off of his head. Oh, but he connects with the mule kick. Great ring awareness by Roderick Strong, but a low blow by Moxley. That's not right. Off the ropes goes Moxley, but he gets caught. Kick to the midsection and he collapsed. Stronghold! Stronghold! The stronghold is locked in. Continuing to put pressure on the back, but Moxley able to escape. Oh, backdrop driver. Moxley dropped on his head. And Roderick Strong very proud of himself after that, and another neck breaker. Oh, big kick takes the legs out from Moxley. Moxley though catches them. There it is. The Death Rider. 1, 2, no, kick out. Roderick got him up. Gut check. Roderick's fired up. He lifts up Moxley, but Moxley with the punch to the midsection. And the chop. Neck breaker now by Moxley. Oh, right to the balls. And Stephanie Cav not liking what she's seeing, giving Moxley a warning. And now the torture rack applied again by a bloodied Roderick Strong. Look at that visual there as the blood pours out of the skull of Roderick Strong. Now Moxley sends Roderick into the corner. Wait, whoa, up on the ropes and another DDT. Moxley drags him away from the ropes. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and no! A kick out by Roderick. Strong showing that resilience here tonight. And he connects with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. How many times has he driven his knee into the spine of Moxley? And right there, big kick to the back of the head, into the torture rack once again. Is Moxley going to tap out? He has to tap out soon, or his back's going to be broken in half. Moxley off the ropes. Roderick's tired. He's trying to get a breather right now. Moxley back to his feet. We got 5 minutes left in this contest. Moxley! Death Rider! The cover. 1, 2. He kicked out again. He kicked out again. Another Death Rider. Good Lord Almighty. 1, 2. Jesus! He kicked out again. What the hell is Roderick Strong made of? Good frickin' Lord. How was Roderick Strong doing this? Moxley has given him everything he has. But Roderick Strong has continued to kick out. Big frickin' knee in the corner. My God. Moxley might be out cold. He's back up now. And another Death Rider. Come on. It's over. 1, 2. It's not over. He kicked out again. Gut check. Roderick, how is Strong doing this? Really living up to his last name. As Moxley drives his bloodied face into the mat yet again. We've got just over 2 minutes left. Running, knee in the corner, no Moxley. Out of the way just in time. DDT off the ropes. They're both down. Moxley drags him away from the corner. He goes for the cover. The 1, the 2, the 3. Good God, what a main event. Roderick Strong put his heart and his soul into that one, but in the end, Jon Moxley victorious after like 15 it felt like Death Riders? Good Lord. But Jon Moxley is headed on to ALW Genesis this Sunday to battle for the YouTube Championship. I want to thank you all for watching this edition of A-Lex Wrestling. Remember to follow at @A_Lex Wrestling on Twitter. And make sure you check out the pay-per-view ALW Genesis this Sunday. I have been A-Lex and I will see you later. Thank you for watching.